video. Today I am super excited to share with you 5 of my favorite maximum weight loss meals. Now, I'm excited to share this with you because number one, you guys know I love helping you on your health and weight loss journey. I think y'all will like these. They're delicious. You should definitely try them. But number 2, if you've been following me at least since the new year started, like 2 videos ago, you know that in 2022, I'm working on getting myself fit and strong and more lean. And to do that, not only am I jumping instead on a Cellicizer rebounder, if you want to hear more about that, I'll link that video where I talk about this in the description box and up above. But with that, I am also eating more meals like this. So yeah, I think this will be fun. I think you'll enjoy them. And like I said, if you haven't seen these meals from me before, I would definitely write down the recipe. I'll go ahead and put them in the description box too, and I would try them out. And even if you have seen them before, like, you're probably gonna wanna eat them again. They're so good. All right, now before we get started, I just wanna welcome you guys that are new here to my channel. Maybe you're stumbling upon me right now for the first time. My name is Tia, and I just wanna let you know, I would love if you hit that subscribe button and stick around. Here on this channel, I share with you how I was able to transition to a whole foods plant-based diet, stick to it. When some may think it was hard for me to do, it was pretty easy, and it still is easy. My family wasn't vegan at the time, none of my friends were, but I found ways that worked for me. That's the key. You gotta find things that work for you and your lifestyle. And so I love to just share what I did and how I did it. I think it's helpful for you. So again, I'd love to see you stick around, hit that subscribe button, and yeah, okay, let's get into these meals. Now I'm using the sauce that comes with the Engine 2, and I'm sorry, it's called the Plant Strong Pizza Kit. It's so good, it's oil-free. I had some leftover, so I'm going ahead and I'm putting that on this pizza. This one is, it's been my favorite for so long. It's my chickpea and tahini pizza. So we're spreading the sauce. We're adding some chickpeas on there. I love to add black olives to this, and then some sliced tri-colored peppers. Again, I buy those frozen in bulk, and when I make pizza, I just defrost them really quick in the microwave and go ahead and add them on top. So after I assemble everything like I like it, I again put this in the oven at 350 degrees for about 10 or 15 minutes till it's crispy, and we're not done yet because the best thing is you put this tahini on top. Now I love this tahini that is squeezable. I get it on Amazon. I feel like I just have better control over how much tahini I am putting on a pizza. You know, if you scoop a tablespoon out of that jar you get, it's kind of hard to do that. I feel like you end up putting more, but here we go. So good. I'm just taking a whole bunch of 2-bite potatoes and cooking them in my Instant Pot for about 8 minutes, and then when they're done, I like to slice these in half and then just pop off the skin. This is so easy to do. Now, you don't have to pop off the skin, but I would, so the spices stick to the potatoes. So I just take the skin really off really quick, put these on a baking sheet, a non-stick baking sheet, and then I mix up my spices. What I'm adding in here is Cajun seasoning, garlic, salt or garlic granules, or garlic powder, I should say, and then paprika. And I put the recipe in the description box for you, but just mix that up and then sprinkle that on top of the potatoes. These are nice and sticky, no need for oil. And then you just want to make sure, you're coating the potatoes really well, mix it all in, massage it, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to call it, and then pop these in the oven. I do 350 degrees for about 25-30 minutes, and then when I'm ready to eat them, I love to put them on top of a large bed of lettuce. Usually it's spinach, and then I prefer to pour my Hungry Vegan Mama dressing all over this. It's oil-free. I have the link in the description box. And this is such a good meal. It's so delicious. There you go. This, you're gonna need 1 chopped onion. And you can, finely chop it or make it big chunks, whatever you want. It's really up to you. You're then gonna need 4 cloves of garlic, minced. And I just push that to the side. 1 chopped bell pepper. Now you can use any color you want. I love to use red because I love the color and I like the little bit of sweetness that it has. So chop that up pretty well. You're then going to need 2 teaspoons of minced ginger. I like to buy it in this jar. It's already kind of minced and mushed up. Then we're going to saute our veggies. I'm using veggie broth. Remember, I don't use oil, and you're just gonna wanna saute those until they are nice and soft. We're gonna add our garlic for about 3 minutes and stir that really well. Now, if you find you need to add more veggie broth, go ahead and do that. Now we're adding about 4 tablespoons of red curry paste. You wanna mix this really well till it's nice and combined. Then we're adding 1 can of light coconut milk, 1 cup of water. We're gonna mix that really well and then add 2 cups of chopped broccoli. You can add more if you want. This is just what I like to do. We're then adding 1 medium sweet potato chopped, and then 4 tablespoons of tamari or low sodium soy sauce. And then I'm adding in about half of a block of pressed tofu, and then I like to mush it in really, really well, just so, you know, all the liquid covers it and it absorbs it really well. And we're just gonna cover until the potatoes are nice and soft. While that's cooking, I like to make my rice. I love this aroma rice cooker. I know a lot of y'all like to make rice in an Instant Pot. I just find I get the perfect rice out of this rice cooker, so I'll link it in the description box for y'all. Now this cooks for about 30 minutes, but you wanna make sure you're checking on it and stirring it really well. Oh, it looks so good. And then once it is done, you want to just serve up however much rice you want in your dish, and then scoop some of that red Thai curry out, plop it in that bowl, and oh my gosh, y'all, I'm telling you, this is so freaking delicious. I could eat this every day for a couple weeks. I'm pretty sure about that. All right, next we are making this oatmeal bake. This is pretty much like my banana bread, but instead of the whole wheat flour, we're using oats. And this has been amazing for me to eat in the morning, because if I'm being honest, I could eat banana bread all the time. But for maximum weight loss, I decided to kind of ditch the bread and eat more oats. And so, you know, I've been eating a lot of oatmeal, but I'm trying to find different ways to eat the oatmeal. So this bake is awesome. So I am using about 1.5 cups of oats. And then next I'm gonna be putting in just 1/2 cup of brown sugar. Now I know that's a lot, but this makes a pretty big bake, and I'm not gonna be eating, or if you make this, you're not gonna be eating the whole thing, I would think. We're just gonna be eating some of it for breakfast, so that amount of brown sugar is just fine. I'm doing 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and then 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. So this is my dry ingredients. I'm just gonna mix this really well, and then in this bowl we're gonna do our wet ingredients, and then we'll mix it all together and put it in the oven. I'm just gonna go ahead and use my hands because they're clean, and it just, in my opinion, works better. All right, for the wet ingredients, you wanna do 2 to 3 bananas. I'm gonna do 3 this time. I feel like I typically do 2, but I have 3 that are very ripe sitting around, so we're gonna do 3. All right, next I'm gonna do about 1 tablespoon of vanilla. You don't have to do a whole thing. And then 2/3 of a cup of plant milk. I'm just doing almond milk, vanilla almond unsweet. I'm gonna give this a good stir. Now you can add any type of fruit you want. I feel like maybe we should. Lately I haven't. I like to just kind of sprinkle a little bit of vegan chocolate chips on top of my oatmeal bake, but let's see what happens if we add some blueberries. I feel like that might be yummy. I feel like I wanna do like a cherry oatmeal bake. Is that weird? Let's try it. This might come out really watery. So I'm not gonna do a ton, but I love cherry pie. And for some reason, I'm getting the feeling that maybe this might be like cherry pie. And this might come out really watery, but I make this all the time and it doesn't. So I'm just letting you know. We're experimenting together, so I think this would be fun. Okay, so after we mix our wet ingredients, we're just gonna pour it in with the dry and mix around. Now I used frozen cherries. If you have fresh cherries, that's probably fine to use as well. Because I used frozen, I'm thinking now this might get extra watery, so I'm gonna add a little bit more oats to kind of make this not so wet. I'm gonna add just a tiny bit of mini chocolate chips. These are vegan. Again, we're not eating this whole pan. We're just gonna have 1 or 2 slices. So, you know, the little bits of chocolate chips are gonna be fine. So I'm just grabbing some white beans. Just gonna grab this. This is brown rice pasta. I'm also gonna be adding tomatoes and spinach to this. So that's it. Now, I do wanna say this. I normally keep frozen pasta. So I'll make pasta on the weekends, I'll freeze it and keep it in the freezer. So when I make a dish like this, I can really whip it up fast. The pasta's already made, I just defrost it. But today, I don't have frozen pasta, and that's okay, because I'll show you, it's still quick and easy to make this meal. It takes like 7 minutes to make this pasta, but if you do want things to go quicker, I highly recommend making a big batch of pasta on the weekend and freezing that. Definitely the way to go. Now I'm just straining these cannellini beans. These are no salt added. They were in a carton, so I don't have to worry about BPA free lining or anything, but these were in a carton, no salt added. And I actually, for this dish, like to keep these room temp. If you want to warm them, you do whatever you do to warm them, pop them in the microwave or put them on the stove. But I kind of like this, the beans cooler. So I just went ahead and strained those. And then I'm just gonna add my spinach and my tomatoes to this. Now I like to load in the spinach just to add in some greens. Actually, let's make these all on one side for the picture now. For the pasta, I'm just doing about 2 handfuls. And then let's put my white beans on there. And then while the pasta is finishing, I'm just gonna make really quick a dressing to go on top. This is my oil-free dressing. It's delicious. I have the recipe in the description box, and it's just a 1-serving recipe, but these are the ingredients, so let's make it real quick. So I'm doing about a tablespoon of tahini, about 2 tablespoons of low sodium soy sauce. You can do tamari or coconut aminos. And then I do about a capful of apple cider vinegar. And so I mix this around and check out how thin it is. I usually add about a teaspoon or 2 of water to kind of help with the flavors. They're a bit strong right now. And then that is it. We're gonna get our pasta. And I actually found this cute little cucumber. Look at that, how adorable. I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna chop it up and put it in there. All right, and that is it for me today. Will you do me a favor? Will you comment below and let me know which one of these meals you're gonna try first? I mean, I don't know about you, but if it was me, I'd probably be having that pizza. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, I am gonna have that for dinner. It's probably, out of the 5, my favorite. All right, so you guys have a great day, have a great week, and I will be seeing you next Monday. Okay, bye.